Hey everybody. I didn't get to making a video Monday or Tuesday, but here I am. My weekend in Vermont was great. Um, I didn't have any problems actually. I had so much fun. Um, got there after work Friday at like 1 in the morning. And everyone was still up to greet me, so that was great. They were all crazy and just my friends. So that whole weekend was incredible. I had such a great time. And nothing, my EDS didn't prevent me from doing anything up there. We hung out by the lake. Um, we had a fire pit at night. I mean, we didn't really do anything adventurous besides taking some boats out on the lake, but it wasn't anything I couldn't do. Um, so that was fun. I want to try to get there again next time they go. Fun. Uh, and Monday was not good. Monday sucked. I wasn't feeling good at work. I was really uncomfortable, and my resting heart rate was pretty high. But I've discovered that it's just always high now. It's usually it's at 90. It was at 100. And lately I've discovered that my resting heart rate is now around 100. So um, that's something. So overall, Monday was hard. Monday sucked. I don't. There's really nothing more to talk about Monday other than it was a crummy day, but I made it through the work day. I made it home in bed. We're good. Tuesday, yesterday, I should say. Yesterday was one of one of the scariest moments I've had in my life. Um, I I don't even know what it was. I just know I was sitting watching TV, doing nothing out of the ordinary. I was sitting at the edge of my bed, how I would sit on a couch. I wasn't even laying down. Um, and I look over my shoulder and I notice like my body start to sway. That was the first symptom I noticed was my body was slowly swaying. But I didn't even know I don't know. It was weird. I just looked over my shoulder and I saw it wobbling. And then I got a really hot flash. I broke out in a cold sweat. I was sweating profusely. I've never sweat that much in my life. Um, and I felt so sick to my stomach, and my heart was racing. It had to have been something with my heart. Um, so I was trying to wait it out. Like I went to the bathroom because I started feeling really sick. Um, and something in me just knew something was wrong. I was panicked. Um, I couldn't get my heart to slow down. I couldn't get this feeling to pass. I've had palpitations my life. I've experienced them in waves. It would, my heart would be like boom boom boom, but then it would stop after like a minute. It never lasted more than a minute. Um, I would say. So I tried waiting, and I started to feel myself. I wasn't losing consciousness, but I felt like I was going to. I could feel my vision become blurry. Um, I wasn't hyperventilating, but I felt like I wasn't getting oxygen in, so I was trying to take deeper breaths. Um, and also to slow my heart rate down. That wasn't working. My hands were eventually starting to clam up because of my deep breathing. So I realized, everything I've done, I couldn't get it under control. So um, I was gonna call an ambulance at that point because I thought I was going to die. Um, yeah, I wasn't crying. I was talking to myself. I was like, I'm not gonna die today. I'm not gonna die today. I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. I'm not. And so I got up whatever strength I had left. Because I left my phone in my bedroom. I should have brought it with me to the bathroom, but so I'm holding the walls. I'm not crawling, I'm still standing, but I'm like taking inches, at a time. Like my steps are like only inches apart. I couldn't move anymore, and I was scared to, move any faster than I was because my heart wasn't working right. Um, so I made it to my phone. I sat on my bed, and I was going to call 911, but I decided I really thought I was going to die. So I called my mom. Um, I told her not to panic, but I'm going to call myself an ambulance. My heart's not working right. There's something wrong. I just wanted her to keep calm because I'm trying to keep calm. I'm trying to stay conscious. I'm trying to stay, you know, I was just trying to stay alive, is how I felt. I felt like I was, my heart was just about to give up on me. And I was just doing everything in my power to keep myself conscious, breathing. I was at the same time trying not to throw up on myself. Um, I was very scared. So she said she was gonna call the ambulance. I said that would be great because I was just trying to focus on myself, you know. So she called me back. She said they're on their way. What do you need? Like, I'm gonna leave work. I was like, you don't have to, but if you want to. So she took work off, and I managed my way down the stairs. At that point, I think when I was downstairs, I started to feel my heart rate coming down. I started to feel a little bit better. I was still sweating. I was still feeling crappy. But I sat down in the kitchen and I texted my sisters. I freaked them out, but I just wanted to tell them how much I loved them. Um, because I really did think I was going to die yesterday. So I was trying to text them. My phone's broken, so I don't even know if they got them. I was just saying, you guys know how much I love you. Um, I'm going to be taken in an ambulance. My heart, I at this point my hands were like this. I couldn't text. I was just saying what I could. I was like, my heart, I'm gonna be in the hospital, and I love them. And that was about it. I didn't even get the chance to text my dad or anything because that's when they pulled up the ambulance. I heard the sirens, and so I started to make my way to the door, and I'm shaking uncontrollably. My knees are so weak, they're wobbling like this, and it was almost like it was funny. It was almost like a scene out of a movie, like as if someone was just being rescued off like an island after being there for like weeks. I was just like pushing the door open. I was like, help. It was such a scene. I collapsed outside. Well, they told me to sit down, and I attempted to sit down, but it was more of like a fall on my ass type sit down because I had no energy to, do that. I didn't put my shoes on. I couldn't. I had what I had in my hand. It was my phone, and I took a trash bag because I thought I was going to be sick, so I didn't want them to have to deal with that. So trash bag and phone in hand. They assessed me, my heart rate. I actually felt better when they got there. When I was sitting, I realized everything was getting normal. I had stopped sweating. I wasn't feeling so nauseous. They checked my pulse at that moment, and it was 140, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's high, obviously, but I definitely felt like it was worse. It was definitely like 200. There was no way it was that low that whole time. So feeling better. I'm telling them I'm sorry. I'm explaining to them Ehlers-Danlos. I told them that's what I have because they asked me like what conditions I have. So I said, that's because that's at my top of my list for my conditions is Ehlers-Danlos. And none of them had heard of it. Shocker, rare condition. No one's gonna know what it is. So they were like, "Oh, do you have anxiety attacks often?" I was like, "I mean, I get anxiety, but this isn't an anxiety attack." They're like, "Oh, okay, So, you know, they checked my blood sugar, which was like 100 or something. Um, they checked my pulse, which was 140, like I said. They did my blood pressure, which was normal for me actually. Usually it's low. Um, and that was it. Then they shipped me off to the ER. So we get there and they're explaining she's like, they have, sorry, let me rephrase this. I can't speak. Um, so they wheeled me in and they bring me to the front desk to check me in, and they are saying she has Ehlers-Danlos, and then the nurse didn't have the time of day to even, I don't know. They were good. They were very good to me, but that point, the nurse didn't really even want to write down Ehlers-Danlos as one of my things. She was looking for another diagnosis to put in for me, so he told them it was anxiety. I know it's not anxiety. I know. Um, so we get in, fast forward, in the room with my mom. My mom's there, and they do an EKG, and then the doctor comes in and he explains to me, well, he gets my history, so I explained to him my history, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna review your EKG. So he reviewed it, he came back, and he did say, I do have a short PR. I think I have my EKG. I should get it. But my EKG was borderline. It showed a sign that I do have an irregular rhythm. So yeah. So I mean, I have proof that it wasn't anxiety. I have proof that there was something going on with my heart. I wish they had caught it in the moment when I was having this attack. But they got the aftermath of what my heart was doing. But it still showed the symptom of an irregular rhythm. So I'm happy with that because they were trying to tell me it was anxiety. And I know what anxiety's like. I'll hyperventilate, like I'll be freaking out. But this was something I was scared for my life. So wasn't anxiety. Um, so I have my EKG. I'm going into work late today. I'm in my scrubs again. I'm going in late today because I have my doctor's appointment today. We're going to discuss what happened yesterday. And I think they're going to give me a Holter monitor, is what the ER doctor said, which is going to just track my heart to see how often I have these events and, just try to see what my heart's doing. So, yeah, that was a bummer, but I'm okay for the most part. Um, it put things into perspective for me. I'm making a bucket list, not because I'm going to die soon, but because I'd feel more comfortable trying to get the things done out of the way. I feel like I probably mentioned a bucket list in all of the videos I've posted, but I'm going to mention again. So, um, suggestions are welcome to add to my bucket list. Someone already mentioned skydiving. I don't know if I could die happy without going skydiving. But, if it's on my bucket list, I'll do it. So yep, I'm actually running short on time now because I have to leave in like 2 minutes. So I'm gonna cut this video short, or it's actually still a long video, but I'm gonna end it now. Um, so that was my past couple days. I had a great weekend, had a shitty Monday, and an even shittier Tuesday, but today is gonna be a good day because I'm feeling good. So, alright, take care everyone.